Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be a spring makeup look with a little pop of color. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance and then the Urban Decay Electric palette for the color underneath my lash line. So I think this is a really nice, pretty look for spring, and if you want to see how I did it, then just keep watching. Okay, so I already have the majority of that eye done, and now on to the next. I just put some tape so the edges are nice and sharp and clean, and then I'm going in with the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia, and first I'm taking the shade Warm Taupe, and I'm applying this with the Luxie 205 Tapered Blending Brush. And this is just going all on the outer corner and into my crease as a transition color. And I didn't show this on camera, but I already primed my eye with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. So next I'm going in with the shade Burnt Orange, and I'm taking the Sigma Blending E25 brush, and I'm basically just putting this everywhere where I just put the Warm Taupe. But I'm moving it in a little, not going out as far as where the tape is, if that makes any sense. I don't know. But just kind of blending these two colors together. And I just keep going back in and picking up more product until I like the way it looks and I'm happy with the color. Next, I'm going in with the color Real Gar. With the same Sigma blending brush, and this is another kind of like reddish orange color. And again, I'm just blending this in with the other colors, but I'm focusing this more towards going like towards the center of my eye. I'm having a real hard time explaining all this right now, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. Then I'm taking the shade Golden Ochre, and I'm taking the Sigma Eye Shading E55 brush, and this color is just going all on the center of my eyelid. Then to clean it all up, I'm going in with the Tapered Blending E40 brush by Sigma and just blending everything together and make sure it looks nice and smooth. Next, I'm going in with the shade Red Ochre, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this right to the outer corner of my eye, like where the V is, just to give it a little more depth and a little more darkness in that outer corner. And I'm taking one of the Urban Decay Vice brushes and then just packing on a little bit of that color. And then of course just going in and blending some more. For the brow highlight, I'm taking the shade Tempera, and I'm using the Crown C476 Crease Shadow Brush, and just putting that along my brow bone. So now it's time to remove the tape, which definitely looks painful on camera, the way I make those faces. And then again, just going in and blending everything out and trying to make that line a little less harsh. So I just applied a BB cream instead of a foundation, and now I'm going in with the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla, and I'm just putting this under my eyes and then around the corners of my nose, a little bit on my chin, and then also down the center of my nose a little. And now I'm just going to be blending all of this out with one of these oval brushes from my makeup brush set. I haven't used these in a month or two, so I figured why not go back to these. I love the way they work, so that's how I'm blending out my concealer, and that's also what I used for the BB cream. I just used a bigger brush. And as usual, got something in my eye. Now I'm setting my under eyes with the Kat Von D banana powder from the Shade and Light palette. It's the one right in the middle, and I'm applying it with the Sigma Tapered Face F25 brush. For the rest of my face, I'm setting it with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just putting this all over with a fluffy Eco Tools brush. Now for the color part of the eyes, I'm going in with the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm taking the shade Fringe, which is kind of like a bluish green, like teal color. And then I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that actually came with the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm using the smaller end of this brush, and I'm just taking this color and dragging it along the entire lower lash line. And then I also just dragged the color out to create like a wing coming from the lower lash line. I don't know, I just thought I thought it looked really cool. Instead of just stopping like where the eyeball ends, I thought it looked really cool to drag it out and smoke it out a little bit more. And then I'm going back in with the shade Tempera and then just highlighting the inner corner of my eyes. For mascara, I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and just applying that to my top and bottom lashes as normal. Next, I'm just going to bronze up my face a bit with a bronzer from ELF. It was when they came out with the Ariel Little Mermaid collection, and I'm just putting this all over with the Bobbi Brown Face Blender brush. For blush, I'm using the Too Faced Sweethearts blush in the shade Candy Glow, and I'm putting this right on the apples of my cheeks with the Sigma Powder Blush F10 brush. For highlight, I'm using the new Anastasia Glow Kit with Nicole Guerriero, and this palette is so beautiful. I'm obsessed. And for this look, I'm going to be using the color Daydream, which is a really pretty, like, peachy pink color. And I'm applying it right on top of the blush with the Sephora Pro Fan brush. Finally, for lips, I'm using the Kylie liquid lipstick in the shade Koko K, which is such a pretty, like, baby pink kind of color. I think it's perfect for spring and summer. Then to finish off the entire look, I am just drenching myself in some MAC Fix Plus. And that is it for this look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you next time.